the Philippines, I've been teaching how to write Baybayin. And of course, some of the two artists, like my friends, they love to put it because instead of using the traditional letters, we put the Baybayin. So, with those kind of letters, it's the traditional one. Our ancestors were able to use it so that, they can communicate. Remember, we have been colonized by the Spaniards for 350 years. That's the only time we know the language Spanish. That's why most of our ancestors know Spanish. But Baybayin is one of the best. They use trees, the bark of the tree, so that they would be able to communicate. And the best thing about Baybayin is that it's shortened compared with the letter. We use that as a syllable. So I would be able to present this to you right now. That actually it's like hieroglyphics from Egypt. We also have one in the Philippines.
But not limited to Kulitan from Pampanga, Buhin and Hanunoo from Mindoro, and Bablit from the Visayas. Baybayin, for the Tagalogs, was just one of the many, but is the more popular one which people know of today. So, how does it work?
Baybayin, but for the American, they call it Baybayin. So this is the oldest and traditional way of communication. Do you know hieroglyphics from Egypt?
Yes.
Yeah, hieroglyphics, but technically it's hieroglyphics. So we do have something like that. Can you please, at least, there you go, awesome. So with that one, I will be teaching you how important it is at least to know writing Baybayin. And the best thing about this, you're not going to write your name in the traditional letter. We're going to use Baybayin to write your name. So we're going to be using symbols, and the best thing about this is that, yes, it can be a reference of symbols representing your name, but also you can create communication like codes when you want to talk with somebody because you're the only ones who are going to be knowing about it. B, letter D, letter G, letter H, letter K is also letter C, L, M, N, there's no ma, letter P, letter R, letter S, letter T, letter W, and letter Y. Like the word apple, since it starts with letter A, we should use A. For example, Alberto, there's a bird. So we don't have to write E and I, we just have to put a dot on top of it. And then OU, just in case you have to sound the syllable alone. So usually, this one is a perfect, transcribe of Baybayin. Again, just to let you know, this is comparable with the hieroglyphics or hieroglyphics from Egypt. So again, this is an example. Lola, so I use low with the period at the bottom because I must hear the sound O, and then I don't need a period on top or at the bottom because it's already A. So here's the thing, whenever you write a Baybayin, there's already an automatic sound of A next to it. So for example, Rachel. Rachel, you're gonna be using R, but you have to put an X there so that we can stop the sound Ra. So instead, so that I can make it Ray, you have to, what's the letter R again? Okay, this one and this one. We have to put a little X so that it will just be a letter. And then you have to put E. And then where's Y? And then X so that it will spell as R-E-Y. Because then again, the American names are accentuated with vowels but not the A. So let me go ahead and try and make an example. Okay, B, can you please write B?
Oh, I did already.
And then the L. Copy the symbol, please.